Now, it's fair to say that the swipe card data was pretty shaky to begin with, considering that it's reversed, as is now infamously known to be the case, and this relates to 9 infants in the case. This is when Nick Johnson, Casey, said to Lucy Letby, "Did you go into neonatal unit late at night when you weren't on shift?" And Lucy Letby replied, "I would sometimes go when not on shift, sometimes to finish paperwork." Johnson asked, "So there are times when you've been on the neonatal unit when there is no trace of you having been there?" And Lucy Letby says, "There would be a trace because I would have had to swipe. There's no other way." And then in response to this, Nick Johnson says something pretty extraordinary. He says, "Swipe data doesn't always show when she was there because colleagues could have held the door open for her." So that, of course, applies to swipe card data throughout the entirety of the court case. And anyway, I'm sure people watching this video have worked in an office with swipe cards. I have previously. I'm pretty certain that I didn't always swipe my card every single time I went somewhere. Obviously, this is the kind of thing that happens in workplaces all the time. And, I've spoken to numerous nurses, and they've all said, of course, people sneak in behind each other all the time. This is actually what Johnson is saying here is true. It's not that what he's saying is untrue. What the significant issue is, this swipe card data, despite a lot of it being reversed, despite the staircase, despite other problems, and now despite the fact that we know that it's pretty obvious anyway that this data isn't necessarily accurate because people can sneak in behind each other without swiping their cards, as he's stated here. But yet, all the way through the rest of the court case, the prosecution relies on swipe card data. So there's a statement here from the Crown Prosecution Service in which they said, "We have been transparent in clarifying this issue and rectified it for the retrial. We are confident that this issue did not have a meaningful impact on the prosecution, which included multiple strands of evidence." So that's the Crown Prosecution Service attempting to defend the fact that swipe card data has been reversed. Since it was revealed that it's been reversed for 9 infants, they haven't said a single thing, which is not surprising. But essentially, they're just trying to downplay the significance of this. Oh, we're confident the issue did not have a meaningful impact on the prosecution, which included multiple strands of evidence. So that requires you to reach into the minds of the jurors and engage in some process of mind reading in order to ascertain whether or not it had an impact on their opinion. It's just simply impossible, obviously. And then in addition to that, the important thing to note is it's reasonable for the Crown Prosecution to say that there are multiple strands of evidence, but the swipe card data is used all the way through the court case to tie everything together.